Welcome back, everybody, to Game 2, Power Rangers versus Relax. You are doing fine. The Dota 2 Champions League Season 3 playoffs. Let's jump right into the drafts, shall we? So we can get that goddamn camera out of my face and into the draft, where we got Bat Rider, Invoker, Marana, and Centaur all being banned away. The Enchantress and Darkseer were picked up by Power Rangers, Tree and Protector, and the Clockwork were now grabbed by Relax. Now that we have the draft out there in the open, I can go ahead and welcome in my co-caster, Rio Burrows. See, that's where I place you in the priority list, Rio.
Thanks. You placed me high priority like the Lycan second round ban. I was gonna talk about that. It's okay though. I don't want to talk.
No, I value your input, Rio. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Hey, you know what they were doing? They were playing cat and mouse games because I think they would have picked up Tree Darkseer if they had picked up Lycan on Power Rangers, and then Power Rangers thought, okay, well, we can't let them have Lycan either, so they picked up an Enchantress and Darkseer too. So it was nice mind games going on, but neither team looks like they took the bait.
So that means now the Lycan, for one of the few times, is going to be banned out in the second phase rather than the first. We now have the Doom being banned away by Power Rangers, while the Lycan and Brewmaster were banned out by Relax. You are doing fine.
You're doing fine. Hello, comrade.
Hello.
Hello. We can just do Russian kiss the whole game.
No.
10
No.
seconds remaining.
That will turn racist very fast. I don't think we want that.
Okay.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, so they can get a lot done, Power Rangers. They'll go aggressive. They can do whatever they want in the situation. They're against a Clockwork. We'll see what's really good against that. They're against a Tree, too. I mean, they can just go full aggression this game. They could do... they like the Venge pickup. They run that a lot, either as a carry or support. I think sometimes they like to use it. You can also do the Leshrac, maybe Crobulus.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, that's one of the best support heroes to deal with Clockwork.
Radiant team pick.
Yep, being able to, if he jumps on you, you can just grab him, throw him out of the cogs, and the cogs actually offer you protection for a little while. And the other way around, if Clockwork early on in the laning phase trying to use the cogs to protect himself, to burn back some of those heroes, he just toss him out, and his cogs actually act as sort of a blocking mechanism. So you toss him on the other side of the cogs. Cogs are now in front of the
10
Clockwork. You have to walk
seconds
around him,
remaining.
so rip.
Also, you can steal Living Armor
5
plus
seconds
Leech
remaining.
Seed. Any of Tree spells is really good too. So, Brubeck gonna be having a fun time. You can also steal Viper
Dire
Strike.
team
Now
pick.
that's picked up from Relax, and well, Power Rangers. What are they gonna do? Like the one thing I see, Fear had a problem with this hero. I have a problem with this hero. A lot of people have a problem with the hero past the laning stage because he's one of the best best 1v1 heroes. But past the laning stage, even if he gets his mech, he's just not a mobile hero, and he just gets kited, it seems
10
like, or
seconds remaining.
just falls off. He's really hard to farm with.
Yeah, it seems like he
5
continues to be
seconds
picked up.
remaining.
Like I'm okay with his mid-game, past the laning phase. I'm okay with him
Reserve
if you're
time.
dealing with some melee carries. It doesn't even have to be Lifestealer, which Viper is a really good counter to. It could be other melee carriers, just in general, having the kiting capacity. I think for a Viper is actually really good. But now we just seem to be picking up Viper just to pick up Viper sometimes.
It's, you can pick up Viper just so it doesn't get countered by the Tree. I mean, they don't want Power Rangers to pick it up or something, because Viper is a really good hero to deal with the Tree.
That's a
But
good point.
It's not really the best reason to pick it up. But what are they gonna do now? Power Rangers, they still need a carry. They need a mid. What will they pick up that's good versus Viper? I think it's never gonna happen. I don't even know why I say Razor, but let's see what else. They need a range hero. They could do. No, that's not that great. I was gonna say they could do maybe 2 more range heroes. Do Cloud9. Go for that Drow Ranger plus another range. That's a really good hero we haven't seen in a long
Radiant
time.
team pick.
Yeah, the Luna. I'm just kind of going man, where Luna used to be one of those carries I was kind of always calling for, and all of a sudden I'm just wait, Luna. That we just never get to see a Luna anymore. So hey, we now have our traditional hard carry slash early team fight slash pushing power carry that's actually really
10
powerful, just a
seconds
little
remaining.
squishy. We'll see. We do have some heroes on Relax that are actually
5
pretty decent.
seconds
The
remaining.
Overgrowth up against the Luna, if you use it after the BKB, being able to hold her in place and just lay down the
Reserve
physical
time.
damage. The Clockwork early on, especially if he gets a Blade Mail before Luna gets a BKB. Clockwork's got a lot of options to shut down the Luna nice and early. And the Viper, well, chances are you're still going to see a BKB eventually for the Luna. But the Viper will still be, some decent early damage against her. And add in the fact that you get an early mech out of Viper as well. That ultimate, I'm actually not a fan of the Luna here at all, because I feel like the ultimate is such a key thing for the Luna in order to
10
participate in
seconds
some of these
remaining.
early team fights that when you win the team fight, you turn it into a push. Here, looking at Relax, you're doing
Dire
fine. They have a
team
whole
ban.
bunch of tank in their first 3 picks. Now, this 4th pickup, the SF, he may be a little squishy, but he's a lot of just physical damage up against the Luna.
I think Power Rangers are in a good situation here. I think Luna is
10
best with
seconds
Enchantress
remaining.
and Chin, just so you have those creeps to tank the towers
5
in the
seconds
early
remaining.
stage, like the early pushes against Clockwork or the offlane heroes. So in my mind, this was a
10
Luna game.
seconds
But now
remaining.
that they're going against a Shadow Fiend, I think Relax can
Radiant
just
team banned.
easily out-farm them
Mm-hmm.
in situations. So it's going to be on Power Rangers to get a lot of done, and they need it from this last pick. So it's going to be most likely a Shadow Fiend mid and a Viper safe lane, because you get a lot more out of Shadow Fiend middle
10
with the
seconds
stacking
remaining.
of the jungle, clear it really fast. And Tree can do that.
5
He can get some
seconds
levels.
remaining.
He can steal some from Shadow Fiend, or just go middle while he clears it. So right now, Relax is doing their picks this time. We said
Dire
they were
team
going to come
pick.
online last game at the once they got their blink daggers. It's just they lost out map control. This time they're looking really solid, and late game it's still kind of in Relax's favor now with the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, I agree. Like just the pure single target damage is going to be so tough for the Luna to be able to deal with, especially again like that was where I'm leading with the whole Overgrowth situation, right? You're able to hold the
10
Luna in
seconds
place. Now
remaining.
you've got actually a physical damage dealer that's going to be able to take advantage of that scenario. So
5
just
seconds
beat in the
remaining.
Luna's face real quickly. That's the one thing though. Power Rangers do have a ton of good team fight here with the Luna ultimate coming
Reserve
up
time.
early, the Dark Seer with the vacuum wall. That's going to be a lot of
5
chaos going
seconds
on in those team
remaining.
fights, but. They need something extra here, and I'm not surprised it's the Dragonite, right?
Radiant
So he's a big
team
tanky hero. He can deal with the SF's right-click damage. He also adds in a lot more pushing power. So Power Rangers, while they can go late, I think there's so much of their game is going to depend on taking those early Tier 1 and Tier 2s.
Yeah, this is kind of like what Cloud9 versus IG was earlier. We saw where Power Rangers, they have some they don't have as amazing team fight as IG did, but they're gonna have to group up really early.
10
It feels like
seconds remaining.
once either Darkseer gets a Meg Punch, Dragonite's got maybe like level 9,
5 seconds
and Luna
remaining.
maybe just group up, try to get some of these few towers, because like we said, you're gonna have to
Reserve
group up
time.
early
5
when you're going
seconds
against
remaining.
a tree. And if you want to get any of these towers in, well, that hero hasn't been picked up forever. I didn't even know that hero existed.
Wait, 6.79? What's going on here? This is the wrong heroes for this patch. Well, Krista Maiden, I've thought about her occasionally. I've thought about occasionally
against
suggesting her
Enchantress.
as a support. That's true.
It's really good. That's the only reason why I'm seeing why it's picked up this game. Else the mana regen is useless in this game. To me, it feels. The only reason that good jungling hero, so you can jungle stack, help the Shadow Fiend
Prepare
out, and
for
just have the
battle.
tree zoning out. So it's okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So it actually looks like the SF is going to be mid. I assumed he was going to be in the 1 position, but that's actually going to be Viper. I don't really think
Told
that's
you.
necessary. Why? Why though?
I told you, dude.
Why?
Because you get the stacks, the unlimited stacking from the jungle, and you can clear it out way faster. You farm
Yeah, but wouldn't the
exponentially
Viper be
faster.
better shutdown for the DK?
It doesn't matter about the shutdown. You want to
Okay.
ensure that Shadow Fiend gets more farm, and then you're still gonna have a fast Viper mech. Also, the one bad thing is that Shadow Fiend is open to ganks now from the Enchantress and possibly the Rubik. That's the bad thing.
30
But
seconds to battle.
Still, you're gonna have a lot more farm opportunity. You have the tree armor, so if he does get dove, they might have to commit a little bit more.
Right.
And, well,
Okay,
I don't know.
so it's the riskier maneuver, but as long as the SF doesn't get ganked in the laning phase, they'll be fine. Like giving up the shutdown, the Viper would be better up against the DK, but obviously this situation is better for the SF, right? If he's able to get all of his solo experience, he
battle
gets some
begins.
stacks like you're talking about, gets that extra golden experience because he is Radiant side mid lane. He's going to get really big really quickly because of this. I guess my thought process is just, like, in general, just the safer action. On top of that, I mean, it feels like I'm not a big fan of the Viper tri-lane unless it's aggro, right? Unless you're really putting that Viper into use early on. And here, you're just going up against Darkseer, so he's just any other AFK farming carry now.
right. Well,
But
I don't know. It's just see how it works out. It just depends on how much they want to gank this Shadow Fiend middle. If it does turn out like where they get harassed too much, then it's gonna be really bad for the early game of Relax.
You know what's also really bad in this scenario? The Darkseer, it's just an annoyance is really what it is. But Viper, if he uses this correctly, if every like 5 seconds he goes and takes a little bit of damage from the Ion Shell, he actually does more damage to Cheshire Cat. Because the Ion Shell, when it hits the Viper, the corrosive skin procs onto the Darkseer. So it's actually a good way to get yourself a little bit of a harassment on him without him being anywhere near the lane.
Well, Shadow Fiend, he's gonna be doing really. I think he's gonna be doing fine as long as he doesn't. He's only got 2 CS, but he's got his raises now. He shouldn't be doing too bad unless he keeps missing these CS. But nowhere else it's really going to be happening anything unless the Enchantress smoke ganks. They did get the D ward, so that was really nice by FNG because they probably went back and saw last game. Clockwork's playing really far up here. They have the stomp creep. He's going to go down here.
Yeah, he's going to get caught out. Oh, the telekinesis.
Oh, no. J4.
J4.
It's really bad. And he get mana burned
twice in a
again.
row.
And they're chasing Cheshire Cat right now. He's dead. There's no way out
Frostbite
of this.
and a punch. First blood going the way of Dread. Dread somehow always sneaks in those last hits.
It's already icing over.
I don't see. That's really unfortunate. Darkseer went down before the Clockwork. I think. Man, these names are so hard. How do you say that?
Who?
Clockwork.
Oh, that's Shoshlo.
Shoshlo. Nice.
Yeah. I was pronouncing it
What a hard
Shocklo,
name.
like with a hard CH, but it's actually a soft CH
I'm
apparently.
gonna do Shocklo.
Yeah. Shoshlo.
Alright. Shoshlo. Alright, he should have went down. But luckily, it's just a little bit of misplays. Enchantress now, still farming up in the jungle. She hasn't applying too much pressure because of that missed opportunity top lane. So it's very unfortunate. You want all these kills as fast as you can. But middle lane going dead even right now. Viper. She's going to be coming out on top here. What do they do here? They're just going to stack up the jungle. There's no stacks for the Shadow Fiend. This is surprising.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised as well. Dread could be spending his whole entire time in the jungle if he wants to, farming up some medium camps and stacking up the hard camps. Looks like Shoshlo got picked off at the top lane. Another Enchantress rotation, and this time around the extra nukes coming out are going to be enough to ensure the kill. So they finally do shut down that offlaner, but he still has picked up a lot of experience in the process and will probably pick up a fast level 6 compared to the Darkseer, who is continually shut out of this lane. And part of it is the Terrain Protector, better harassment, but on top of that, the harassment for the trees mixed in with the harassment of the corrosive skin, which Viper does get level 2 of.
Yeah, and they're pressuring the top tower now, but unfortunately they have the wagon here. Rocket's going to pull these three creeps. The 4 other creeps are going to be on their way. So as long as they keep the tower, yeah. They have the Fortify as well. Dread's here, though.
Stopping that Wild Wing Ripper. Doing everything they can to limit this push, but it looks like Power Rangers is still going to be able to force it. Maybe not this. Well, it's actually going to go into deny range. They have to force it now. Glyph goes out. Relax are going to try and heal it up with the living armor. Shoshlo can probably push forward now, get a good set of cogs, bounce J4 back, and that's just perfect. They're going to keep the tower alive for a little bit longer thanks to living armor.
And it's out of deny range now by 2 HP, so even if they want to deny it, they can't. One rocket could kill FNG. So too bad they don't have vision on him. Could die. Level 3 now for the Darkster, not doing too bad, but man, every time, like you said, this corrosive skin, and he's even got 2 points in it, just making him go out of the lane even slower, along with the tree constant harass. It's very unfortunate, but I'm really surprised the Dragonite so far is keeping up with the Shadow Fiend in the last hits. This is, I don't know if this should be happening.
Yeah, me too. Normally you expect the SF, as soon
under
as he hits level 5, he takes really good control of the lane with all the extra souls he has. But Dragonite doing a fantastic job, and he is level 6, so that is something to be aware of for this SF. He does have a haste rune as well, so it's entirely possible that Scandal is going to be trying to go for a kill. A rotation in from Cheshire Cat. Makes us think twice about that one. He's trying to keep out of vision. I think he wants to get in an Ion Shell onto Scandal. Scandal pops the haste rune and just runs at Yoki.
Let's see, Moon's not going to be going for anything greedy this game. Just maybe some fast treads here. I wonder if he's going to go for the Helm or what is he going to do? I think he needs a Yasha into BKB this game. Would probably be the best situation here. And Scandal might find Dread. No, he's just checking the rune. Viz rune spawn bottom. Oh,
now he's going to go for Yoki. Yoki, there's no teleports. That means SF should die here. He's just being gone down. Oh, that living armor. Forgot about that one. Scandal didn't have enough mana for Breathe Fire.
And his haste rune ran out. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, and the Invis rune was taken
Cheshire
away.
Cat is dead now, too. That is way too cocky. Paid for that.
I don't know about that one. Yoki picks up an additional kill after dodging the gank. The rotation from FNG was attempted, but Dread was there to spy it out. He actually really wants this Centaur kill at the same time. Scandal getting a little bit low in the mid lane as the Treant Protector comes in, throws down a Leech Seed. But still just giving room to Yoki in what we feared. The SF having a free lane, not really being contested so much. Has yet to have a successful gank on him. Things are looking good for Relax. He's going to really start exploding in farm soon.
Yeah, this could be one of those greed games where Shadow Fiend could have went Midas and gotten out really on top. But as long as he gets a BKB, they have nothing to deal with him in this game. So it's very fearful if Power Rangers don't start grouping up. And they still didn't even get the top tower. It's already back up at 500 HP. 400 HP in the last 3 minutes. So it's very unfortunate for them. And right now it's just not looking too good.
Mech is soon going to be up for the Viper, and Relax. If they want to, they can try and use that mech advantage to start pushing in a little bit. Go for a pick-off with the Clockwork, find one hero kill, take a tier 1 tower. Rinse and repeat a couple of times. And that'll just give you a lot more control before Power Rangers push is really online, because they have to wait for the BKB for Moon. Like, all this magic damage, like, you just kind of have to have it. The Clockwork is going to be too good versus Moon for him not to go for a BKB before they go for the push. So Scandal finds another haste rune somehow. Lucky bugger. I don't know how.
Yeah, they're converging with the smoke. It's gonna be popped by maybe Dread here, and they're all, yeah, Yoki stunned up.
Leech Seed is going to be able to help out Yoki a little bit until they see the Rubin coming in from behind. The ultimate goes out, though, or not the ultimate, but the exploding animation does a lot of damage to Power Rangers, which will ensure at least one kill. J4 dies on the side. It doesn't look like the Viper.
FNG.
Oh, yep. FNG was caught out by Shotchlo as well. So they got 2 supports in exchange for the SF dying. That wasn't great for Power Rangers, but it was all right, especially with Moon free farming the top lane.
I think in this situation they need to have disconnects happening, but
yeah, same here.
That was really weird.
Maybe
everybody disconnected.
I was about to say that's entirely possible with both you and I DCing out like that for no reason. It's entirely possible that many others did as well.
No us, no show. That's how it works. I was about to say how Moon, like you're saying, he got a lot of room on top lane, and he still has his ulti, and I'm back in the game. Easy.
Same, and I'm not seeing any other messages of reconnects, so maybe it was just me and you. Casting channel number 1. It's cursed.
Cursed. Yeah, we were in 2 last game. No problems. Or was it? Yeah, it was 2. So right now,
Blame the Russian
Radiant's
casters.
bottom tower.
Yeah, let's
is
blame
under
them.
attack.
it's probably because we were making fun of them. So we probably had better Russian accents than they did.
What? What? All right.
I'm
Well, the
just kidding.
SF's going for a fast BKB already has the Ogre Club. It's not a big surprise. We know how necessary the BKB is going to be for the SF. Against that Dragonite, against the Luna, it's the only way he's going to be able to survive. Surprised they're not trying to utilize this mech. Like, Viper's had it for the last 30 seconds to a minute now.
They don't even need to fight. I think later the game goes, Relax is in a really good situation here. Because the Darkseer got shut down so heavily, whereas Clockwork, he's doing fine. But I think this game is on Power Rangers to make something happen, whereas Relax can just sit back and farm. They want to sit back and farm until the Shadow Fiend has his BKB. Then they'll make something happen for themselves.
Dire's middle
Right, I would
tower
agree. It's
is
just
under
the
attack.
fact that Power Rangers right now don't have... I just believe that Relax, it would be smart of them to try and take some Tier 1 towers before PR's push
Dire's
lineup
middle
really
tower
comes
is
online.
under attack.
We're going to have Windex being picked off on the side here. They are going to try and fight this. Viper comes in. A good slow there from Dread as well. Lands, but Power Rangers have a little bit too much sustain for them to go in. Clockwork is going to lock in two. It's the Enchantress and the Dragonite. The wall goes out, catching two of them, and Relax may have just lost this team fight already. The last Impetus stun is going to be able to finish off. Viper goes down as well. Power Rangers now going to turn onto Yoki. He's going to throw down the ultimate. The ultimate goes down from Moon as well, trying to get in that right-click damage, but Yoki somehow managed to not get hit by a single Lucent Beam from that Eclipse. And because of that, Moon and Cheshire Cat could be the only surviving members of that team fight for Power Rangers and are going to have to walk themselves away. Oh, Dread extending himself out a little further there than necessary, but everyone will return to their corners, and Relax may actually be able to take this Tier 1 tower.
Very unfortunate that Clockwork went in because he had no mana to use Battery Assault. Maybe if he had that, they could have. But in the end, like you said, Relax coming out ahead, and Yoki being the benefactor of that. So he's got 1,800 gold, almost having the BKB here and about 1,000 gold. So, like I said, it's still on Power Rangers to make something happen. They tried their best, but they still need to make something happen. They have to wait now for the Dragonite ulti to come back up. Might need to wait for the Luna BKB, and Luna level 1 ulti, like you said, it's really useless, and I'm surprised it didn't hit him at least once, but it wouldn't have been enough to bring him down in the end.
Right, Yogi still would have kept on trucking. They would have taken all the Lucent Beams to land on the SF for him to be in any real danger, especially with the way he's building into such early stats as an SF typically does. The Viper looks like they're going to try and go on Scandal here. The slowed up, and the ultimate being used by Dread just to ensure the kill. It's nicely done. Relax, 8-5, 12.5 minutes in, and they are leading this game rather heavily after that team fight.
Yeah, J4 is going to have to put the team on his back right now with his Freezing Field, newly acquired. But they have to defend these towers. I mean, it's one bad thing that Power Rangers have a really good pushing lineup, and they haven't gotten a tower yet. It's another thing that Relax have 0 pushing, and they're going to get the first tower of the game.
Well, they do have the SF. I mean, the SF is good physical damage, at least.
You're right, but I mean like a really good... I guess Luna and SF are about to bring the same to the table. So I just feel like they have more pushing power just because of the Enchantress and DK.
Right, yeah, oh yeah.
But it's
I
just...
100% agree with that.
So 500, 700 gold from Mech Darkseer. They need that. And he has no vacuum. So right now he needs levels. That would be the most important thing for him.
BKB as well as the Blade Mail were finished up. SF has his BKB. The Clockwork with his Blade Mail is going to be really effective up against the Luna. Luna has to finish off her BKB or else you're just going to be fodder for the Clockwork. He is, oh, he's not even close. I thought he was close, but he actually still needs the Ogre Club.
Who?
Moon. Not the Ogre Club. I'm sorry, the Mithril Hammer.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't die in the last team fight, but still he wasn't free farming or anything.
Right.
So he hasn't gotten that much. Just becoming to that team fight, and this is where they can go wherever they want now for Relax. Now that they have the BKB and the Shadow Fiend, especially with the Haste Rune. So can Power Rangers team fight right now? I don't think they can. They're just gonna have to try to make a trade. But unless you're... they're just not going to get any trades with a tree, though.
Yeah, hopefully they can, like, 4-man down middle real quickly, and with the Enchantress and maybe the Dragonite ultimate, they can take the tower. Because I think you're right. The best they can hope for is
Dire's
trades.
top tower is under attack.
That is, they just need to sit back, farm up, wait for the Luna to get a little bit bigger,
Radiant
and then maybe they have a
structures
shot.
are fortified. Dire's top
That's a
tower
big
is
maybe.
under
We're going to have
attack.
rotations in from Dread. Dread's going to get picked off here. Well, should anyway. They didn't
Dire's
actually
top
move forward.
tower has fallen.
I think they're afraid of future teleports. FNG
Here
comes in
the
from the
Hex
slide.
Shashlo.
And Pettis come out. He needs another one, but not going to be able to finish him off. FNG now running away with his haste. Clockwork is going to be able to grab him on the side, and that's going to be the end of FNG's life. But they did take the tier 1 tower. Now they're going to rotate down, it looks like. Power Rangers not going to be able to get another tier 1 tower, though.
Yeah, that was worth it for Power Rangers. I mean, they lose the Enchantress, but they get a tower that they needed really badly against the tree. They might have lost the tier 1 top, but you have to be making these trades at this stage of the game when your team fight is weaker than the other team.
Relax. They know what an advantage that they have, so they're going to keep on pressing it, now pushing in the bottom lane. And J4 can do nothing but spam a couple of spells.
He's playing so aggressive because, Clockwork Hook is on cooldown. If he wouldn't, you wouldn't even be seeing him right there, most likely.
Right.
Radiant's top
Well, Mech's
tower
up finally
is
for the
under
Darks
attack.
here. That's some good news.
It is very good news. And actually, Dragonite picking up a double damage and heading to the top rune. If they can delay this push a little bit, Dragonite might be able to take a tier 1 tower top. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Dragon Form for another 20 seconds.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
they're not
DPS
gonna
from
get
Shadow
it.
Fiend is too much.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They could get picked off here. Slashlow has the hook, and he misses. That
Oh,
was a
no.
stationary target.
Power Rangers. Were they really stationary?
Yes, Luna was stationary.
Wow. Pretty ridiculous. Power Rangers, though, okay, I like this. Using their movement to their advantage, they force heroes to teleport top. They survive in being able to disengage, and now gonna go bottom. They know there's not going to be as many teleports to this lane, so there's a high chance they'd actually be able to take this
Radiant's
tower.
bottom tower is
Smart
under
decision
attack.
making from them.
Right. Good TPs down, like you said, and that's going to be the BKB finish for Moon. And he gets the last hit, so he gets an
Radiant's bottom
extra
tower has
200 gold now in the bank. BKB not too far from the Dragonite, and that might be what they need for the team fights. But is it going to be enough? Shadow Fiend going to be rushing for most likely a Manta here. I don't think Scotty is the way to go, but Manta this early on isn't really that useful either. I would have liked to see maybe a Butterfly from him.
Yeah, I agree. I would have expected Butterfly to be his second item. Just like on many other agility carries, the BKB, then the Butterfly is kind of standard for you. So I'm surprised he's going for, I agree with you, Manta, but especially up against Luna, right? Just those get gobbled up by glaive bounces. In worst case scenarios, they actually just add in additional hero damage to your original hero.
I mean, just get the Helm and the Dominator in stack as well. Either one's. You eventually going to get a Satanic on this hero anyways, so you might as well just get it now. It adds some good lifesteal and a decent amount of damage. What is it? 10, 15? I should know this.
Yeah, the stats are really good on Helm of the Dominator.
20
actually.
damage.
Oh,
+5
they found
armor.
FNG, locking him inside with the cogs, but the telekinesis out. And FNG, well, he's still held in place. And as Yoki comes in with the right clicks that he has, that's more than enough. Relax after another pickoff, taking down another tier 2. That's going to be their plan anyway. It's going to be at a trade, though. Power Rangers have already pushed into tier 1 tower at top, and are going to keep this train coming.
Are fortified.
Dragonite's going to come back. They're going to set up for it. Enchantress is going to be respawning in 10 seconds here.
Dire's middle tower
They want to
is
contest
under
this. Mech's
attack.
already been popped for Relax. They
Radiant's
don't have that in
top
team
tower
fight.
is under
J4.
attack.
What are you doing right there?
Oh, dear, J4. Not sure why he was playing so far forward,
Radiant's
but he
top
gets
tower
punished
is
for it,
under
that's for sure.
attack.
We do have Moon coming in from behind. He does have the level 2 ultimate plus the BKB. And that's great for them, but still not sure if that's going to be enough. You have the SF, who has his BKB. The Viper, who has that magic resistance, plus a lot of stats to his name. He's got strength treads as well as an Ogre Club and a mech. He's really tanky. You got 2 other strength heroes in your support and utility role. So the only hero that's really going to be an easy kill is going to be Dread.
Smoke up, 5-man, wrap around here. So we'll see if the Rubik gets picked off again. That would be very unfortunate, but this is the Rock. The Clockwork has his hookup, so the only bad thing is that Clockwork is still only level 9, so he's got to be kind of close. Not that, I mean, 2,000 range is still very far, but sometimes
your
you
cat.
can miss. Oh no, he's
Run,
gone.
buddy. Yeah, he gets caught by the cogs. Nice and easy. Shush your cat. If only he had just teleported away immediately. Instead, he stuck around, seeing if he could push the lane in a little bit more with those extra ion shell spams.
Well, it's kind of like space being created.
That's
so, still allowing the DK to pick up his BKB and Luna to farm a little bit more, helping out his comrades. It's not too bad. I'm just curious as why the Darkseer doesn't have boots. I think boots is kind of needed on the hero. It's the only thing I have maybe questioning out of the Darkseer.
Yeah, we've seen this build a few times, but it hasn't been that common for you just to completely ignore boots on a Darkseers. Little odd. Power Rangers are going to smoke up, and I think they're going rush on
Dire's
here. I
bottom
don't think they're
tower is
going for
under
pickoff,
attack.
but
And they smoked on top of a ward, so they completely found out here. All they need is a rocket into the Roshan pit. Are you gonna fire it? Shashlo? Let's do it, man. Do it.
well, apparently not. Relax, they're just not making the rotations over. That means Power Rangers will score themselves a free
Dire's
Aegis.
bottom tower is
Can't
under
believe
attack.
they're just playing passive, I guess, right now. Windex is waiting for some sort of rotation. He's sitting here with the Nature's Guys,
It's
just
too late
waiting
now.
for it. But now the
Dire's
Clockwork's
bottom
going to
tower
reveal
is
it, and all of a
under
sudden, oh, don't we feel silly? They're going to do a smoke up of their own, but Aegis is already going to be up for Power Rangers. Dragon Form was used on that illusion, so that's not too terrible. But it looks like they still want to fight, even with the Aegis.
Yeah, they were playing really scared when I think they still have the advantage a little bit. Maybe not with the Dragon Knight having the BKB, because you still have the Darkseer, but he's only got level 3 in vacuum, so he wouldn't have had it though if they contested. I think he just got a level and a half-ish or something. So, very unfortunate, but now we're going to go back to farming. What is going to be the next item for the go? Because both teams just wasted their smokes, and they might not have them in store for a while.
Rubik almost has a Blink Dagger, or a Force Staff, whichever one he decides, because it looks like he was originally going for an Urn, but they have an Urn on the Enchantress already, so he can turn that bit of gold
Radiant's
into
top
some sort of
tower is
mobility
under
item,
attack.
giving him a better shot at being able to steal those critical abilities. One of the best ones, obviously, is going to be Viper's Ultimate. He can steal that over and over again, as many times as he wants, just because Viper has nothing else to throw out.
Well, both teams have a smoke, or 2 smokes, so either one they can still make a play on the map and go unseen. No, there's only 2-3 wards down on the map, so both teams relatively blind right now, except for the middle lane here where they can see Power Rangers easily. But you don't know if they're farming where they're at for Relax, though. That's the one good thing. So they're just farming away here, getting away with a lot of CS. But both teams just going to be consistent just to stay back right now.
This has to be the most farm-oriented, like they both have teamfight heroes, and yet they're both just farming up their agility carries. They're both happy to be picking up the same items, BKB and Manta. I have to say, Power Rangers and Relax, I'm a little disappointed in CIS Dota right now.
I mean, the biggest thing right now is that going into late game, that I think the edge kind of has to go to Darkseer with just because he has the vacuum
Radiant's
wall,
top tower is under
giving
attack.
more from the off lane than the Clockwork. And other than that, though, the Shadow Fiend is, let's see, check the net worth. He is 3,000 gold ahead of the Luna right now, so that's a pretty big deal. But other than that, I mean, it's just about even, it seems, late game, even though the Ags is already finished for the Viper. Trying to figure out who will win these team
Dire's
fights.
structures are
Well, we're about to
Might find
find out,
out.
man. Yoki, he pops a Manta, now the BKB, right-clicks down Moon as soon as humanly possible. The slow is going to go on the Dragon Knight, kiting him around. Clockwork does successfully get a hook shot onto Moon, and he will die. There goes that Aegis. Can come back, though, pop the BKB as well as the Eclipse. The rest of Relax are looking to be able to get himself away. They just don't have vision. Big issue there for
No
Power
detection,
Rangers.
like you said, costing them at least 2 or 3 kills. And they have a gem on the tree as well. So now they have 0 map control. They need to buy a gem on Power Rangers. That should be their first goal right here. And yeah, they still can't even get Josh Low bottom lane. Oh, middle lane, Luna ulti. Wow.
Oh, wow. I didn't even...
He had a haste rune, and he didn't even get away. I saw the very end of that.
Oh, SF making a big blunder there. That should have been just a free win team fight there. They took down the Aegis. They got themselves all out. Good enough. Like, they used a BKB charge, but well worth it for the Aegis until the SF dies.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
now maybe Moon can actually start catching up to him. Does have the Manta. That's when Luna starts exploding a bit in farm. You can start using those Manta illusions to push out the lanes really quickly while you farm up the jungle. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Moon gonna be spied out. Shot slow, and the magic damage, they have enough of it. Easily.
I tested your metal
Well,
and found it wanting.
another smoke that I was talking about. Successful for Relax. So that's really good for them. Nice that they got the Aegis down on that team fight in the bottom lane just so they can secure that kill. So that's going to be hurting Luna. I just don't agree with the Shadow Fiend. Like you're saying, it helps the Luna flash farm, but it doesn't help the Shadow Fiend flash farm. Now he's going to be going back for the Butterfly, but it might be a little bit too late. Oh, it's not too late. This game's going to be going on probably for at least another 20 minutes. Both teams seem to be...
Seriously, with the way the farm fest that it's been so far, I never really expected this out of the CIS scene or these heroes. Like, these heroes are all early fighters, too. Like, SF and Luna both make for hard carries, but they're also really good mid-game team fight-oriented heroes. Relax have been a little bit more on the aggressive side as they've been taking down more towers, but while Power Rangers just trying to use their mobility to their advantage, trying to split push here and there. They would actually be, I think, tied up with Relax if it wasn't for the Living Armor stalling them up so often.
Right. Living Armor, always talk about it. Just having these heroes survive longer, towers survive longer. They're not gonna lose their top tier 2 tower. They might get caught out on themselves. Do they have detection yet?
J4 leads with initiation onto Yoki. Now Scandal doesn't get there in time to stun him up, but he is going to go for the Viper there. Gets that stun. Good use of the Force Staff there. Whoever did that, I think that was Cheshire Cat, gets the vacuum as well. They quickly surround the Viper. He's damn hard to kill, but finally they do get it. That was a really excellent Force Staff use from Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, well played by him. They still have no detection. This is very, very, very fortunate that Tree didn't come in and try to Nature's Guys or something. I don't know if he would have been close enough to the top tower.
No, they have
away from the
detection now.
tier
They have
2.
gem.
They have gem?
They have the gem on the Enchantress.
Now it's okay.
Now they have it.
No, they
because
just flew it out. Don't do that
okay.
to me.
Okay.
Don't do that to me. They just flew that out. You can't do me like that. Try to make me go insane.
Why you do me like that?
And it's up.
Well, they realized it. They needed it. Well. Hey, they
Small
got 2
wonders.
smokes on
Small
Rubik, though.
wonders.
That's pretty nice. They don't stack,
I did
though.
notice that earlier. I was kind of puzzled by it. Dread's going to have a BKB soon if they're not careful with him. So it goes to show, like, the support should be just, like, totally fodder. But because we only have 20 kills by the 28-minute mark, these supports are actually taking a lot of time to farm up on both sides. Like the Blink Dagger on J4, where he should be dying constantly. FNG has a Force Staff as well as an Urn and Treads. Plus a gem that he bought himself. You know, this farming time, man. And one team is going to feel really silly when they end up losing. Like, they spent all this time farming up. They're like, it feels like both teams are going, we've got the advantage. Right? Like, Relax have been a little bit more aggressive, but they haven't been like, oh, we got to end the game sort of aggressive. They've just been kind of like, we'll take a tower here. We'll get a pick off there. Seems like both teams are just going, we got the better late game.
I think it's still in the favor of maybe Relax a little bit. Because of the Shadow Fiend, he's just going to get his Butterfly faster than the Luna, and then he's going to be stronger. Because the Dragon Knight's going to be going for the Caress, and he's going to get picked off here. I think that's so him.
I don't think so. Dread, the smoke pops. They're not going to get him in time.
Wow.
So, nope.
Inches.
45 seconds till the Aegis. Or till Roshan. Is that what it said?
Radiant
Yeah, but they lost the
structures
Aegis
are
Yes.
on Power
fortified.
Rangers, so Roshan. I'm sorry.
Dire's top tower is under
um,
attack.
It just respawned.
Radiant's
If
bottom
you,
tower
I
is
think
under
1,
attack.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Dire's
6. No,
structures
no,
are
no.
fortified.
You got the 45 seconds until it gets the pseudo random.
Tier 1
Dire's
tower
top
does fall.
tower
J4
has
blinks
fallen.
forward, does get the telekinesis. The follow-up stun, but Shotchlow gets a really good cogs there. Bouncing back 3 heroes and locking in Scandal. Already J4 has gone down. Excellent use of the vacuum, bringing Dread back in. Support for support so far. Power Rangers on the pursuit, though. They do have the mini stun. Extra double force staffs being used. They catch out Yoki, and Yoki with no BKB. Well, he actually does have the BKB. Never mind. Moon pops his own, though. And they easily clean up that SF. 14-10, 30.5 minutes in, and Power Rangers finally win a big team fight that will allow them to maybe take some map control, start putting some pressure on Relax.
Maybe they go for the... I don't think... They'll just go for the buyback maybe on Shadow Fiend. Try to pressure this tier 3. Or they'll just go for the tier... No, they'll just go for the tier 2 middle. Maybe they just check the Roshan with the courier. And they got the Cuirass now. Up on the Dragon Knight, maybe... No. I think it's still 1,300 gold away. So once they have that, that'll be another maybe go time. But I thought the Shadow Fiend would be stronger. They just smoked up. Nice initiation there from the Rubik, starting everything off, even though he got blown up in the end. But... And
Shotslow's going to
Luna?
initiate onto Moon, knowing that he doesn't have a BKB, but a good use of the force staff by Cheshire Cat will pull him out. The Surge as well. Moon still getting some distance. Shotlow does not have another force staff to be able to catch up, but he does have a rocket in just 2 seconds. That might actually be enough to kill Moon. I think he's good now.
He's good. He's fine.
Yeah.
Farming.
Notice how both of these, okay, so both these carries didn't go for
Don't
Helmet
have for the
Dominator.
helm.
Yeah,
It's
they
so
don't have
weird.
Helmet Dominator, which is crazy as all hell. I think the SF would actually be stronger here, and we're gonna go back to the Manta pickup. If he forego the Manta for a faster Butterfly, and is now
So useless this game. What is it? Dispel. It's Dispel's nothing on Power Rangers. It's the most useless item this game on a Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, because he could be
even
building into a
Yasha
Crystallis.
would have been better. Like
He could be
I'm
building
not
into
even
a
joking
Crystallis
either.
and a Daedalus, and that's why I love SF, is because the early Daedalus just is so strong that physical damage just tears heroes up.
This is a MKB game though. First
Oh, that's
on
true.
Shadow Fiend, if you do go, just because you know the Luna's going to be going for the Butterfly as well as the DKB could be going for the Halberd.
Right,
So I would
right,
like
you're
to
right.
see him rush an MKB after the Helmet Dom, or just like rush the Butterfly into the Satanic. Either one's fine, but I think the MKB rushes would have been the best this game.
I think Relax have to push into that Roche pit. Now, they've got the Butterfly. I think they've got actually a significant advantage if they actually turn and force a fight. Not just like them getting picked off while they run away, but actually a full-on
Radiant's bottom
5v5.
tower is under attack.
Yoki gets off a BKB. He's practically unkillable at that point. Well, if he had a Helmet Dominator, at least. But the physical
Just-
damage coming out from Power Rangers is going to be mitigated quite heavily by that Butterfly.
Yeah, these BKBs, once they get lower, the Viper might be starting to be useful, but until then, the Viper Strike might be slowing them down, but they're still lacking a lot of
Radiant's
DPS in these
bottom
team
tower
fights.
is under attack.
Whereas Power Rangers, these vacuums and walls can get them out. They know they're doing this. Are they gonna go?
Shotchlow does the really smart thing there and throws
Oh,
down a set of cogs.
nice.
It's going to be able to block out the rest of the team. They're still holding him up. Scandal's going to end well as the Enchantress are the first in. Now comes the rest of the team. Moon's going to pop his BKB and the ultimate, trying to focus. Yoki, though, just lays down the right clicks, and they're still going to be able to take him out, though. Moon pursuing onto Dread off Frostbite, though. Moon, he doesn't
wins.
have. He's going to take out from the urn. Yoki may go down as well, though. The Butterfly's not really protecting him so much. They're keeping in range of him. He does get off a big ultimate, keeping all of these supports really low. If he has some sort of backup, oh, he just wipes them all out. Turns around, double nuke, and a complete wipe there by Relax, as they take out every single member of Power Rangers and don't lose a single hero in the process.
Yeah, they lost that fight because of Scandal getting picked up early there. So, gonna call him out for that. And now they're probably going to be losing the game because of that. That's very unfortunate. And the Enchantress would have killed the Shadow Fiend if she didn't miss 3 or 4 times because of the Butterfly. So, the Butterfly doing work in that fight. And that's going to be a Rex going down no matter what because no buyback on Luna. Dragon Knight's ulti's down
Dire's
as
middle
well,
tower has
so there's no way they can contest.
Yeah, quite easily. Quite easily. Now Power Rangers going to have to fight back from a Rax advantage. They may have an opportunity to win a good team fight here, because it looks like Relax are still sticking around at this point. Scandal, oh, don't tell me he's going to get picked off again before Moon can get there. Good use of the vacuum. Pulling Shotshell in a bad position, that way they can just isolate him. Overgrowth being used, BKB, immediate response there from Scandal. Smart decision by him, but the SF starts laying down that right-click damage on the supports. Windex is going to go down. Tier 3 tower almost falling as well, but Relax now on the retreat. Scandal and the rest of his guys need to get as many kills as humanly possible. That's right, the Force Staffs trying to push Scandal in range, does get the Dragon Tail. Dread will fall. So they get 3 hero kills there, but they didn't get the 2 important heroes, namely the SF. They got to shut down that SF because he's about to get really big now after they just won that gigantic fight and took a tier 3 tower on top of it.
Right, and he's got 5,000 gold on the Luna, so he's just going to be able to outcarry him. Even though Luna might have more magical DPS, it's just the physical DPS that's going to be propelling this Shadow Fiend. So he should be going for, he shouldn't finish his Satanic, he should be finishing his MKB next, because he knows that the Luna's going for the Butterfly. And the one thing I was interested in to see is that Crystal Maidens now has the Halberd. So that's another thing to deal with the Luna and the DK DPS. I thought she was going to go for BKB, but BKB doesn't seem to be too realistic in this game, just because they already have BKBs and the Dragon Knight and the Luna. But like I said, they're going to be almost at 5 seconds. There's 7 seconds now for both heroes, and as long as she can outlast those BKBs, she can pop an ulti and do a lot of work in these team fights.
Mm-hmm. Power Rangers currently sitting at a 5,000 deficit up against Team Relax. They're doing fine. A 2,500 experience lead as well for Relax. I'm surprised it's not a little bit bigger than that, but of course that doesn't really take into account the big advantage that you have with a full entire Rax advantage going the way of Team Relax. Power Rangers going to have to draw this out pretty heavily, I think, in order to have a chance to win this game. They're not going to be able to provide the quick upset.
Right, it might need to go on for a long time, and they'd have to get out of position now from Relax, because the BKB on Viper, that's just allowing them to have 2 frontliners, and they need a Sheep Stick or a Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade or something on the Dragon Knight. One of the, not the Sheep Stick obviously on him, but on somebody else, because that's what Darkseer is going, because they need to get a pick off before the BKBs go off. If BKBs go off on Shadow Fiend and Viper, the fight's just going to be lost. Even with the vacuum. Yeah, the vacuum's not even going to be effective now. Now he's going for the Satanic, though. Not going to heed my advice.
Apparently not. He doesn't like your advice. I like your advice, though. I like your advice.
Thank you. Somebody's on my side.
I thought MKB was going to be the obvious choice for him. Just leave with the Helmet Dom. But apparently not. He likes the extra little bit of tank factor. Maybe he feels, well, I don't know about that. I was going to say, like, maybe he feels Luna isn't that big of a threat. But no, you got to focus down the Luna with your physical damage, man.
Yeah, he's the only physical DPS, really. They have Viper for kiting purposes, so once the BKB goes down for Luna, she's just going to be toast. But until then, as long as they can get them... How many Force Staffs do they have? They have 2 Force Staffs on the side of Relax, so it's just not looking good for Power Rangers. They have 1 stun, 2 stuns, so they can just kite all day from Relax.
Relax just waiting for maybe the mid push to come in. At the same time, the Darkseer is bottom lane. He's pushing that out with the Ion Shell spam. Just because you don't see him on the minimap doesn't mean that his presence isn't being felt on the other side of the world, where Ion Shell spam is...
He's got double damage too. Go hit the tower. Nope.
Yeah.
Ain't about it.
Probably because he knows he can't actually take the tower and he's versus living armor. Power Rangers mass pinging out the ward.
He does 240 damage a hit, man. Oh, there goes the Sheep Stick, so close. You need set 50 more gold. No, they might have won the team fight with it.
Well, maybe he can get tick gold. because Relax have been sitting here at this top lane for quite a long time. Now he's going to be able to get it.
Yeah, he got one creep. That was almost funny. Even then, though, like I said, they have 2 Force Staffs, and they have a lot of kiting. This is still going to be really hard for Power Rangers to win this fight.
Right. Baby PR need to smoke up, try and catch him out by surprise. Give him the old loop around. Something like that. Because right now, Scandal's just being harassed to all hell by this Viper, and slowly but surely this tower will fall.
Well, I think they should just push in. They should just get the tier 2 bottom. And then they should just go in through the middle lane and just decide, all right, do we want to go top tier 3 or bottom tier 3? And then they'll just be able to split them up. And then they'll do a lot of damage before they can react. But they don't want to back off and let them get any more farm on Power Rangers side.
Shotslow gonna jump in on Moon, just does a simple little cogs. Just a little bit of damage. You know.
He's got the eggs.
Just a little love tap.
Yep, he can keep doing
Tap
that
that.
if he wants.
Over and over and over again. Relax. I'm not sure really what they're waiting for, because they're not actually getting any chip damage on the tower. Like, despite the fact I keep saying that, it's because I keep expecting them to burst down the creep wave, like they do, hit the tower once or twice. They really haven't done that yet, though.
I mean, they've been using the rockets to constantly push out the bottom lane, so that's one good thing. So they should just rotate to the bottom tier 2, take it, and do what I said. Just go through the middle lane, get it all the way up on the high ground, and then you could just go over and easily breach the high ground as long as you have the mid lane pushing.
This
is
normally
the
does not work well, because it's just FNG and Moon. Like, now they're kind of in a bad position. Well, J4 is actually going to go down on the side here. The 2 support's going to focus him down. Now Shotchill actually locks in 2. That's beautiful. Turns around. BKB being popped by Moon as he turns and fights up against the Viper. Scandal also going to do the same thing there. Slowing him down with the Frost Dragon, but not quite enough. Meanwhile, on the side, Cheshire Cat, FNG, trying to get themselves away. Shotchlow locking him down with the extra bit of Ags upgrade. They did finish off the Terrain Protector on the side. Shotchlow gets vacuumed into a bad position. Going to be held in place. Moon, though, might just tick out there. The magic damage is going to be enough as Dread gets nice and close for that ultimate. 2 for 2 exchange so far, but they have lost the Luna, and the SF is still alive for Relax.
Yes. Does she have buyback? She should. Nope. Nope. 140 left. Very unfortunate there. Now this should be an easy high ground breach. Elder Dragon forms going down now, so the hope of this defense is not looking good.
Well, at least they have Glyph buying them a little bit of time. Now they're actually going to jump in. Yoki, ow, that was a beautiful vacuum. They don't have a wall, though, to be able to follow it up. The Halberd put on Scandal. Counter Halberd on Yoki, however. I think they've got enough damage they need to be able to finish off Cheshire Cat. If only they had a wall for that vacuum, because they were stuck there for so long thanks to the stuns and that sort of things. But now Scandal, yeah, Power Rangers, they're just going to GG out. They know this is all over, so Relax. They did a great job so far controlling this game. And in fact, they do win the late game. 43 minutes in, finally they were able to take it. And going to be able to tie up the series, so we're going to go to a Game 3, Rio.
Nice. I mean, the ray of hope for Power Rangers was when they got that Aegis, but even then it still wasn't enough. I thought maybe the Manta would be the downfall of the Shadow Fiend, but still. Luna didn't outfarm the SF, and that's just basically what it came down to for me, along with the fact that they had better kiting abilities. They didn't have enough stuns, whereas you have the lockdown from Tree, Constant Viper, Harass with the ulti, also the Clockwork with the... Did I say Clockwork with Ags already? Or no? Like, and
sure.
they could just keep on pumping out that DPS, and I'm in lockdown.
All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and jump ourselves into Game 3. We're going to have a short break where I'm going to go get some caffeine. I need it.
Let's just go to sleep.
We'll continue.
Just relax. Go to sleep.
Rio, I don't.
Okay.
I can't do that, friend. I can't do that. So, Game 3 coming up next.